2 hours has passed. And you have finally watched the end of Stranger Things.
I'm not gonna lie, I honestly don't really have any comments. I'm kind of like, yep, it makes sense.
How do you feel about the last episode of Stranger Things?
Content.
Content?
Yeah.
Anything was left unanswered?
Everything. But just because I can't remember. So.
I think it rounded up nicely. I mean, I can't complain. There's some things that, don't get me wrong, at least they did this time differently. They put everything smushy gushy at the beginning, and then they left all the fighting, I guess, till the end. And it wasn't even fighting. I think we did have one complaint that I did see.
There was no fighting.
That's true.
There really wasn't. It wasn't like, it was just like, yeah, well, we expected that to happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, I'm content with it. Don't make anything else. Just leave it
I think
there.
I think they left it ambiguous at the end.
I don't think
just
so.
in case
I
they
think
come up with something new.
Exactly.
But it's all because you know how they put Mike as a writer, right? So they're like thinking,
who's Mike?
Mark
Twain.
Who's Mark? The guy who was dating 11.
Oh, him.
I think for
Wolf.
Yeah, Wolfgang.
Yeah.
Anywho, they left him as, I think, a writer and a storyteller to show like.
Oh, at the end.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like he was in the writing room with the Duffer Brothers. I was like, I didn't even know that information. I was like, damn, she did her study.
Ambiguous, the ending.
No, I think the ending is like their hopes and dreams for the future.
Yeah.
And it's like that one thing that you hope will happen. Like she was alive. She got to live out her life with the 500 waterfalls. Didn't remember that. Because even too, like I'm thinking back to where like the older children are thinking of each other and they're going to meet every whatever. And it's like, but the reality of it is they're probably going to meet once or twice and never meet again. You know what I'm saying? Like those things are in your childhood despite building such close bonds with people and going through traumatic things. Like eventually you just all separate. Yeah. Same thing with the kids, like when they're doing the D&D thing.
Yeah.
And like saying where all of them end up, like some of them are together, like Max and Black Guy,
Black Guy.
and like, but like they're not all together in a sense.
Yeah.
Will's doing his thing, writing or whatever. Like they're not all together. And that's just the reality of growing up. You don't necessarily always stay friends with the people you're friends with or grow old together.
Yeah. I think, I mean, it just wraps up everything. Yeah. I think I like that they did reveal. I didn't expect them to reveal it like that. What happened to the briefcase? Honestly, I
predicted it. I kind of knew it.
Yeah, you did.
I was. You remember when I was complaining to you and we went back and watched the two? Yeah. Because I just knew he was peculiar. But there was something definitely wrong. And he was just weak. But those are kids. Like, no offense.
So the show writers are saying that Vecna was also a weak kid. Because his whole thing was... okay.
It's like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
For what happened. And that's why I think it's so perfectly put and concluded.
Yeah.
Leave it alone. Don't touch it.
But I think that's why they made the ending like that. Just in case.
I don't want.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Let me
tell you something. A new series is going to come out where they're going to use either 11 that she's in a different place and they're going to go find her.
I don't want that. No.
Or
Millie decline.
Or
Millie,
they find like a cancerous, one of those cancerous guys in the hospital. That's how it all starts, does it not? Isn't that how it all starts?
Excuse me, Manlifa, Miliabana, Bon Jovi, Brown. Do not accept. If they contact you back, listen to Mama over here. Do not accept.
Well, I think we should just leave it alone.
Yeah,
it's done.
It's done.
I think also we don't remember half of what happened in 1, 2, 3, 4 to know if
I think that's maybe why people are holding out.
I don't know. Remember if there's anything like to suggest that. There's more because I don't remember 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's what I'm like. Maybe because some people maybe rewatched it, and that's why they're.
Yeah.
But then again, too, I don't know if people. I think this is what happens. Showrunners, they have an agenda. They know where the show's going, but the audience really adds some stuff in, and I don't know if showrunners go with some of it and they don't go with some of it, but I think you have to remember these brothers and all the producers who were included in this, they want to wrap it up. They want to finish it. We've missed out 3 whole years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's time for it to conclude. So even if there was a possibility, and there's great theories that are out there that could have continued the franchise, no, like it's the end. Like we're done now, you know? And I just don't think anything should happen. They should leave it alone, because that's what usually happens with Netflix. You end the series, then you want to bring it back for whatever reason, and it's gonna do poorly. You know, so just leave it how it is.
Yeah,
it did a good job.
I think it's also just good to have an ending.
Yes, it just needs to end. We have to stop holding on to things. These are fictional characters. I
kind of got convinced at the end, though, when they started playing D&D at the end, that was a D&D game. I was like,
but
no.
Even when you said she's alive, I didn't think she was alive. Like, and then it comes
because I kept saying that it's probably an illusion, and so it wasn't affecting her. But my thing is, how did she get out of the car?
Yeah, then it explains that.
That one I just can't. And that's what kind of convinces you of
when
the theory.
When did you have the time to jump out?
There's no time. That's a block.
It was an illusion starting from a while back. Like it's an illusion when she's in the car. You understand?
Yeah. No, it can't be an illusion because what's his name was touching her. Wolfgang.
Yeah.
He was touching her. So that's why I'm saying it's not.
Yeah, I didn't like that part.
It's plausible. That's what makes it plausible.
Well, let's make it not plausible. I really don't. I just want.
Now that we've ended Stranger Things after 5 years,
369,600
minutes. Okay, we're gonna play a little game called Strange or Not.
Strange or Not.
So I'm gonna.
The tacky props are crazy, and it keeps getting worse.
So
couldn't even get clear paper.
This is why we have to disclose not in 4K.
Nah.
Not an good production. Anywho. So the last part, we're gonna play a game called Strange or Not.
Hold on, she couldn't even take this. Okay, continue while I do that.
It's called Strange or Not. So I'm gonna read a bunch of scenarios out, and we're gonna determine if it's strange or just normal for Stranger Things. Adding characters.
I'm trying not to let my personal opinions interfere with this. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I put normal.
Yeah,
every season they add a even though these kids are stupid.
Even though, you know what? I like D. Derek, so you know what? I like it. Never mind. I take it back.
So it's fine. Next one is the CGI.
Okay. Ready, set, go.
Yeah, I put strange too.
They ran out of the
budget. They probably did.
I wonder if everything else, were they all CG?
Yes, I think some of the parts in the last scene.
But no, now I'm thinking back to the first episode.
Yes, you forget.
CGIs?
11?
No, I'm talking about the first season. Was there CGIs in the first season?
Not much.
Yeah,
it's more towards the 4th season.
The world, where Vecna was, it's too fake.
Yeah.
But then again, I understand
Same thing with
to fly it.
No offense to Will, his CGI.
Oh my word. That's not William.
Yeah.
That's Wilhelm, not William. Wilhelm, not William.
Also, for season 4, they had a CGI 11.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like CGI. It looks tacky.
Yeah.
It's it's fine if the character don't even look like the person you casted. At this point, I don't really care.
Yeah. But if they're way off, they put a black man. That's a different story.
If they got 11 as a black I'm not gonna lie, I would crack up. I wouldn't even blame the budget. That was intentional. It's the thing was they gotta add diversity somehow.
The whole wormhole and abyss thing. I don't know whether to put this, but I feel like they're in the same category. I think they're
worm and abyss thing imagery. Okay.
Ready?
Okay, yeah, ready, go.
Yeah, I put strange too. They just added a new element, I guess to finish off the show.
But. Yeah, I guess to find to get that grand finale.
Yeah.
Did I like it? No. But then what else would you put instead, exactly. I guess? Like, to be like that final...
They have that mystery, what's happening.
Yeah. But I did find... But is it strange? Because every season, wasn't there something new?
True. So it could be like it's between. It's like a normal...
It's actually pretty normal to add something. Because it's like the Mindscape guy or whatever. Yeah. Like, yeah. But I find that we dwindle is the word, on the Mindscape guy for a long time.
You mean the Mindslayer?
Mindslayer.
Oh.
Like, wasn't he like basically season 1, 2, whatever, but then they discovered it's Vecna by like the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, the fourth season. No, yeah.
Like, you didn't know it was Vecna for a while.
It's like normal strange. It's strange, like the concept of it, but it's normal for the
Yeah, it's pretty normal for the show. Yeah.
11's sister, Callie.
You know how I feel about that, so I'm not even going to answer this right thing. Is she strange? Wait, hold on. Is she strange or is she normal? No, she been strange, bro.
Yeah, it's strange. I think it's weird that they added
I didn't like
a random first season character.
Yeah, I think they should have just killed her off in the first season. I don't know.
But I guess she helped the plot, I guess.
So glad you got your paycheck, girl. But I just don't think you just need to be there. Yeah, I didn't remember you. We literally had to purposely put a flashback in to remember her. Yeah. Because when she came on the screen, I was like, who in Molly?
Who is this? Who is that? Who is this?
Yeah, I didn't.
Next one is the new hairstyles. I put normal.
They were not part of the decade. Listen, I lived through the decade. and no. First of all, I saw this thing. Why is 11 always serving looks every time she looks in the camera? She did not have the hairstyle for the decade. Everybody else kind of. Oh, they did the black guy so dirty.
Only at the end scene at the graduation was all right.
She looked somewhat decent. But they were strange.
I mean, Will's bowl cut was normal.
Yeah.
Nancy was slaying the mullet, I guess she had.
Even though I didn't know women were carrying that mullet, like that kind of mullet. That mullet's a little more.
I think they did, what's her name, a little dirty.
But you know what I'm even thinking about? I'm thinking about in the final season where they get the cut to 1 year later. Some of the hairstyles didn't really make sense to me.
Oh yeah, they look way older than they needed to be.
Yeah, didn't.
I don't know why they wanted to look them old, but whatever.
Yeah, they aged them up too much for a year. What can happen in a year? You still look the same. I still look the same 3 pubescent child that I was, and I am.
20-minute space between scenes with no urgency.
And that's not even my personal input. It is just strange. Because the first couple of seasons, when you got that high intensity, it was high intensity, no?
Yeah.
Or am I just projecting?
And they just kept going, yeah.
Yeah.
Even the last episode, don't get me wrong, they took out, I guess in the beginning, they were like, okay, let's take out all the mushy-gushy stuff. Let's tell Joe Smo and what's his name, we could still be friends. I didn't like you in the beginning, but now I like you. The 11 and what's his name had a heart-to-heart. The gay guy had a heart-to-heart again. But yeah, I think it's strange that there's no urgency to some of the stuff they were doing.
Yeah, it slowed down a lot.
Will's newfound ability, strange or normal?
Will's newfound ability. Strange or normal? Nah, I think it's normal.
I think it's a little strange.
I think we always knew he had it, and they just never told us it for a while. True. Because you can't come back down from getting gunked. And you expect that kid to be normal.
True.
Nah. I think that was pretty normal. It was bound to be told.
True.
Also, too, in the whole of the season beforehand, it kept on alluding to it.
Yeah, I did keep alluding to it, yeah.
Was I expecting it to be that big? But thank God it was that big, because that means that kid would have been so useless.
The only way...
The only reason why I like him, too. Or else I would have hated him.
The only way to literally win anything, because you realize that what's her name could not do it.
He saved 11.
Yeah. Because he was fighting back for a little bit. Then,
yeah, he's the one who stopped them from getting...
Then Willinator decided, let me be the Terminator.
I know.
I think the most useless person in that show right now, and she was such a big help in season 4, was Joyce.
Joyce never helped.
She's useless at season 5. But season
Joyce-
4, because she got Hopper back. That's the only reason she came
that's
out
true,
for.
that's true,
Even
that's
Hopper was kind of a little useless.
Hopper was useless. The black guy was kind of useless.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he was going to, because his whole thing is that he's kind of really, like, heroic or, like, justice, you know, like that type of guy. And I don't find that he did much.
Only thing that he did heroic was save Max. But we knew he was going to do that.
Yeah, we knew he was going to say. I think he did all his heroicy in the last season, and they just let him be mellow for this season.
Yeah, they didn't.
I just don't find that he did much. I don't even think he had a lot of talking time.
He did some.
Like, he cried more than talked. You know, like, I just didn't find I didn't find him to be doing what he usually does.
Melting marshmallow.
What's the melting marshmallow?
The wax.
I hate
I've got
no personal bias. No personal bias.
I'll say strange because I understand where people are coming from. Like, why is everything melting? But I don't think the mechanics of it worked correctly. Because, honest to goodness, what's her name? What's her name should have fallen through before anything froze up.
It was just, what is it? You know, excuse me, Mr. Duffer 1, Duffer 2, Mark and Chad, don't know your names. Director 1, Director 2, what was it? Because if you can explain to me what it was, mercury, cement, wax, apparently.
I said wax because, like, it's melting and then it hardened. It's hardened like wax.
Still, wax is hard.
Cheyenne said cement.
If you can explain to me what it is and give me, like, the neurological quantity number of amino acids in there, I'll accept it. But based on what I saw, that was cement, okay? Not wax, not mercury. And I thought it was mercury for a while. That was cement. So explain to me why these kids were clean and spotless.
It couldn't have been cement because it was melting.
It was cement and the floors could not hold the cement, so it dropped through. It was cement.
11's nose bleeds. I have my answer for this.
Was it strange or was it normal for 11? Strange.
Me too. How could he still be bleeding until season 5?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You definitely got stronger. You're not a child anymore. I can understand that, like, the child one, like, you're young, your body isn't even mature, even though they're 16, so maybe it's still, you know? But also, you would move like one object as small as a pin. You would like. True. I'm just saying. Yeah. I can move a whole car and not bleed. I don't know. Like, it just didn't make any sense at one point. Some of, like, the little quirks of the show kind of didn't make sense.
Yeah, little quirks of it. Yeah, like I think some of the nose bleeding stuff should have ended.
Yeah, I think she should have, or like even if it did happen, like, she had to do like a lot other stuff.
Yeah, like the nosebleed. Like, I understand if during the Vecna and her fight, she was bleeding like profusely.
Yeah,
like,
that
I understand
power.
that.
Even when she tries to break the wall.
Which wall?
Remember the wall and it leads to, like, the dark hole.
Oh, yeah.
I can understand because, like, that's in that world.
Yeah.
But, like, some of, like, the basic things, like when she moved the plate, the titanium plate.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you shouldn't be bleeding. You be stronger than that, girl. You've been fighting for a long time, and you were training.
True.
So I think some, like, I don't know. There's just those small little quirks in the show that I was like, I would have changed them a little bit because it would represent her getting stronger.
Yeah,
like, that's
her
the point
maturing.
of it all. Yeah.
This kind of goes to the next one. 11's speech.
My gosh. You've been around humans now for so long, girl.
I agree with this.
I know you could use basic vocabulary. Like, it's not... I barely use basic vocabulary. How many times did I ask you to what the right word was? But, girl, it's still, like I could listen to it. You. It's the same thing with the nosebleeds, girl. You've been developing. You've been baking for a while. Yeah. You got this.
I agree. I don't think they should have made her so choppy. Like, if you want to add it, like, but you can't have her. She still sounds like a child. Yeah. And you want to tell me you want to make a choice, but.
And you wait 3 years just to see your child talk again? I honestly, I think if we fix a lot of these small quirks, the show would have not been that.
Because when she came up talking when we started season 5, I was like, why is she
even
talking?
Her sister taught better than her.
That's true.
So, like, and you be around people and people your age, you were growing with them too.
So I think she should have grown out of it. Should there be, like, some words or some stuff, like like sometimes, but not all the time. It bothered me.
Even too, the season before, she was talking fine.
No, she wasn't. I went back to it. No.
I thought she was talking fine. Okay.
Yeah. Her ambiguous ending
of the show.
Yes, 11's.
Oh, 11, if it's strange or if it's not. Like how?
I'm going strange.
Okay.
I don't think they should have. I think they made it that way so they could, if they decide to do a new series or something.
So is it going to be called Finding 11?
I don't think that. I think the same theory I came up with before. They're going to do some type of spinoff. It might not be with the Mind Slayer, but it might be with the thing in the briefcase. And they say,
no, but that's all been wrapped.
You know, has it been wrapped?
You're going to tell me he's coming back? Vecna can't be coming back. So,
not Vecna himself, but the Mind Slayer.
The big bad is the Mind Slayer?
Basically.
So Vecna is just something the Mind Slayer made. But the big bad is the Mind Slayer.
Yes. No. Vecna did not make... The big bad was always there. Like, whatever that thing was that he thinged, like, that little spider thing that went up in his arm. That's...
Vecna or the Mind Slayer?
Slayer.
That's the part I don't get. I don't know the difference between Vecna and the Mind Slayer. Yeah. Like, I don't really... It's kind of like... That's something that needs to be answered.
That needs to be answered, yeah.
Because I can't...
That's why I think the ending was so open to interpretation, just in case they want to make something else. But it'll have to be a totally different thing. It cannot be about whatever. But if they have to use her, or even, like, get information from her... Or even they find Will again and it's like, what did Henry really get inside him? Whatever.
Because I don't even think the kids understand it.
No, the only person who actually saw it was Will.
That's true.
So the only two people they could really use is 11 and Will. That's the only two people. And maybe Dustin, maybe he's a professor or something.
I think if they do another thing, it's going to be Will. I don't think they're going to use 11. I think they're going to use 11 from the original... Will from the original cast, and I think they're going to use Vecna from the original cast. Because I think...
Not Vecna. Vecna's dead. Like, I believe he's dead. But the Mind Slayer might not be dead.
But why would you say that? Didn't they destroy that thing first? Because the heart stopped beating.
They said that... This is what I don't... This is the thing. Vecna and the Mind Slayer are connected. But Vecna's connected to the Mind Slayer. How could it be the other way around from a little stone?
I don't know. That's the part I don't get.
It's like,
I don't want it to end.
Because that's what got me thinking. And that was kind of my next question, but it could be for the same thing. Because he has the ability to talk. He talked to him.
Who? The Mind Slayer?
The Mind Slayer talked to little Henry.
No, that was Vecna.
No, that's where we're confusing everything. When he got the thing in his hand, right? It said to him, the Mind Slayer thing said to him, you will, like, do what I say, blah, blah, we'll make a better world, whatever the hell he said.
I think it's Vecna.
Vecna is Henry.
But the Mind Slayer can't talk.
It did talk to him through the stone.
They would have talked during that. Oh my god!
Cheyenne.
They would have talked to them when they were in the mall when it killed Billy Joel.
Did it not? It was talking through.
It was
Billy.
Vecna. I think we're different. It's Vecna. It's Vecna.
It's not. It's not. If you really think about it.
And the Mind Slayer is Vecna's house. I truly believe that.
Nah, I think
that's. So that means the little boy just dies.
He was Vecna!
No.
Because Henry is Vecna. Henry equals a Vecna.
Cut the camera. Oh, it's crazy. She got up all of my dishes to say that night Henry are the same people. Girl, you better move. I think this is really the introduction to it. Like, when you really think about it, this is just it. It was the it before. What was its town's name? It? I don't know. It's just it. And then next thing you know, 5 years later, we're going to see the dancing clown go, eat, you know? I think it's the same thing. And those kids in it are the grandchildren of Will Byers, Jonathan Myers, and Natalia, whatever.
I mean, Henry is Vecna. Can we just get that out of the fact?
Sure.
The Mind Slayer is a separate thing. When the thing went into his hand, Cheyenne, it said to him, like,
my name Mockley.
Whatever villains say to crazy kids to make them do whatever they want. And that's what he said. But I think Henry was so convinced from the thing.
He was just a peculiar child. He just didn't know what to do, and he had no friends.
Yeah, and so that thing just convinced him to do bad things. That's it.
Fine.
Because guess what? You didn't even explain this. Where did all that gut go from when it came out of the kids' bodies?
Oh, that's a good.
Like reason. That's literally air. And what we saw when he was in the stone was literally air.
You know in Harry Potter when they're flying through
yeah.
You know, Harry Potter, when they're flying, I think that's what's going to happen. The air somehow escaped back
into or is it still one of the kids? So hopefully it all came out if they did check. Definitely came out of Holly. That's the only one I know. D-Derek.
Mm-hmm.
So...
yeah, there's a chance that I just really don't want them to continue.
They're going to make a spin-off, a totally different thing.
Want them to.
But it has to be because they have to say what the actual Mind Slayer thing is, like this whole mist thing. I think
it's also something we missed from the other season. I think it's explain what the Mind Slayer is.
But it's all from a child's point of view. That's the only problem.
Because I also the thing about it is that I don't trust Vecna's storyline. By fault, I don't trust Henry's
because you don't understand much of Henry's storyline.
Yeah.
Who's the Chuck E. Cheese guy in the cave? Why? And
Chuck E. Cheese.
You kind of look like a rat. and he even said, fight it. He literally said, fight it.
Yeah.
Like what? It.
I think it.
Well, fight it.
It's Pennywise. It's always been Pennywise.
Or that thing's in Pennywise. You never know.
No.
You never know.
Duffer Brothers be working with the It producers.
D-Derek, strange or normal?
I think it's normal.
I think normal too. I just put that in because I love
D-Derek. But were kids that salty? Boy, damn. I would never dream of ever doing
I think that the Duffer Brothers introduce, or Stranger Things introduces characters that you like, and whether
at least he didn't die.
Yeah, exactly.
We appreciate it.
They introduce characters you like, so no matter who they introduce, you'll fall in love with them and want them to live, no matter what.
That's true.
Like D-Derek was literally the only comic relief that we had in that show. And he was good. He was actually really good. Like, we knew he couldn't run. Like, we even said before we even watched the other thing.
But he pulled Holly.
That's true. He did pull Holly. We were not expecting that. I don't know how he could be stronger than Thing. But you know what?
I think the only reason why he was able to get Holly back is because Vecna was so scared still.
But Vecna's kind of dumb, though, towards the end. Like, if you're scared of there, and the thing was literally telling you to do all these things, why are you trusting him?
Why didn't he hide in there?
Well, no, why didn't he trust them?
You know what I think would have been cool? If Henry was stuck in there. Like,
somewhere in his dream?
Yes.
That's why
I think what should have happened, or not what should have happened, but a possible alternate thing is that Henry was also in the caves and he meets Redhead and it explains why Henry was always like,
but Henry was scared of the
because
cave.
The point was
you don't realize this, but Henry is scared of whatever's inside of him, but he let whatever's inside of him control him.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. I think that's where they should have went different, where they should have made Henry as a child, like still have him as a child,
hide him somewhere,
hide him inside, or even as the adult Henry, but he's hiding in there, and that's why Vecna is able to use his body as ever he wants, instead of having Vecna inside the body and Henry inside the body.
I honestly felt bad for Vecna towards the end.
Yeah,
I don't, because he said that the Mind Slayer and Vecna were connected, but I don't believe that.
I think it is.
I don't think so, because when we see, because I think Vecna's able to manipulate it, but it's all the Mind Slayer's plan. It's not Vecna's.
But the Mind Slayer isn't like a...
He's air. He's a literal air, Cheyenne. Whatever the hell they were breathing out there.
It makes sense why it's Vecna. And Vecna just uses, because the Vecna and the Mind Slayer are just like they're part of one.
Maybe, but I think he's just using Vecna, Henry / Vecna.
Yeah, he is. So that's why I said I would have played it out different, and I think it should have been more of a sadder.
ending.
Not even that. Like, I can understand why what's name again hacks his head off, right?
It's like retribution for everything.
For she's not there, but for Will and for 11, it should have been a sadder realization.
Yeah, I think Will was sad. I think it was evident that Will was sad.
Oh, okay. I don't remember looking at him.
And I think that Will, instead of him seeing him younger, which I understand, but because Joyce did the younger thing for him in the backstory, because we saw it. We saw Bob and her like thing when she saw Vecna, and we saw him. But I think for Will, it should have been more sympathy towards Vecna because he knew what happened.
Exactly.
Oblivious attitude of half of the adults in Hawkins. Is this normal or strange?
Honestly, it's pretty normal.
It's normal.
Because you know what I think about? Like, just the time of D&D.
Yeah.
It's obviously a harmless game. And you like the, what's it called? That news, the thingamajigger with the boys.
Yeah.
Who they blamed for whatever. Adults are so stupid sometimes.
Yeah. Even I think like the only time that the Wheelers knew actually, like, you knew something opened up, but you didn't like.
Oh my gosh, I'm not even talking about them. Dustin's mommy and the black guy's parents. Did you not know where your kids were? Were you not concerned of where your kids were, what they were doing?
The Wheelers only knew that something was going on after they got cut up.
Because give Jack his jacket. The Wheelers were concerned about their kids. Remember, they realized that like Nancy or one of them, like they weren't doing too well in school or something. In one of the episodes, like at least they were concerned about their kids. Yeah. The other parents could not say the same. Literally could not say the same.
Half of Hawkins seemed to be oblivious, even calling the thing an earthquake.
You believe that? But then I'm like, I wonder what they call earthquake here. It's not known earthquake.
A literal glowing red light has opened under your whole town.
And no one dropped through just for coincidences?
I know.
That's like...
That no one wanted to discover it. Nobody, because it definitely took
if I was a kid, I would have dropped down.
Me too.
And I would be dead, but like, I at least peeked to the horizon.
Exactly.
Yeah. It didn't...
Yeah.
Because the most thing that the kids got in trouble for was sliding down like the plates when they put down the plates.
What's sliding down what?
Remember when they covered it up and then remember the police used to come because the kids were sliding down the plates or whatever? Because I would have done the same thing. But yeah, I don't know. The obliviousness, is that a word? of
even when just in general. But I guess it also kind of is in par with, because even only reason that I keep calling her Jane. What's Will's mom's name? Joyce. The only reason Joyce got involved because her kid got kidnapped.
Yeah, and she really believed that he was alive.
Yeah, and then Hopper was oblivious for like probably most of that season. Because it was,
and he only became suspicious because he realized that why like a whole bunch of military people going after a child.
Exactly.
Like there shouldn't be any like it's a kid.
So I think everybody in Hawkins is oblivious. Even when they let the teacher take care of those kids inside the military. Like, are you not thinking, why is my kid being taken by the military? That's called quartering my kids. That's against my, what is it?
Rights.
Second Amendment, where you can't quarter soldiers. I don't know which amendment, but Fourth Amendment, like you can't quarter. You're quartering my kids in your facility, and they're not asking where they are. They're not banging on the doors.
Yeah, like why was there not more of an uproar?
Yeah. Didn't have the budget. Boo.
But I don't. Yeah,
and they were taking in school buses, like, and a military brigade
comes and escorts their kid like they're Mr. President. Like, that don't work. Yeah, you know what? I come to the conclusion now that we're talking about this. There are small things in Stranger Things that could be fixed. Yeah. To like when you really think about it and make it more realistic and logical. Yeah. Because like certain things, like you would not watch your child go inside a school bus with army men and be completely okay. Or
act not even ask why.
Yeah. You're just waving? Like, I want you anyways. Like, it actually doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So, like, some nuances there's some nuances that could be fixed.
100%. Yeah. A lot of them. Like, when you really think about it, there's a lot that could have been fixed to just make it make sense. Make things make sense.
Yeah.